If you are wanting to close more deals and you're using a CRM, there needs to be like a daily routine about how we're going to log in, what we're going to do, and really be excited about the opportunity that these CRM systems, whatever it is that you're using, can give to us, and what is it that we should be doing on a daily basis, right? That's kind of one, sometimes we get a little stuck where we want to see what somebody else is doing to keep top of mind, to initiate feedback and communication back and forth. How can we be generating more deals or more leads every single day? So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly what you can be doing when you log in every single day or 5 days a week or whatever it is that you're doing. But you want to log into your CRM and create the routine so that we can respond to new leads and navigate through and take care of all of the opportunities that we have to generate more business. Right, so in this video, I do a nice demo and an in-depth review of what you can be doing to really make connection, some things with the contacts that allow you to do more than not, meaning which ones can you get a hold of, which ones can't, and then what might you do when you can't get a hold of them, right? And so also, how do I set up my profiles and how can I integrate this into my day to make sure that the quality of what I'm sending out is good, right? Keeping, junk in, junk out, right? That's kind of what they say. And you really don't want to have that, right? You're spending all this money on leads, right? So we want to be staying in contact. We want to convert them. And each of these elements that I'm going to show you in this video all help you with making better connection, with leveraging the tool, and making sure that the whole goal is to close more deals, right? So jump in, enjoy this video, and make sure you get all the way to the end, because each one of these little pieces can be the difference of closing more business, scaling, getting more money in that bottom line, and having an easier life, more time once you really get your process smooth. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. All right, and you're going to log in. You're going to see your dashboard, right away. And again, when you scroll down, right, and I say again, because if you've watched the dashboard review, or maybe you already know this, you're going to see, let's see, what are all of your contacts, right? And so I'm going to look at all the contacts because I have a lot of my contacts assigned to my business partner. And so I can, as the owner, in the top level, I can have all of them, or I can just make sure that I have the ones that are assigned to me, what have you. And then you can see in this case that there's 8 pages. So if I go to my dashboard though, right, and then I want to kind of look at what are all of the contacts, the same thing where I want to, start to see the things loading. And it just takes a little bit for things to load and continue down the page. So you'll see it spinning there, et cetera. So how many of these do we want to look at? And, why are these not having, an image in it? That's because this is likely in the coming soon where people are looking, which is why it says coming soon, right? These are nice. Current client. Now, this was a month ago, current signed client, which is really exciting. So let's see. So when you come in each day, what you're going to see is exactly that. Like what's going on with the people that are in our site, who's looking at what, right? So you can look at all the activity, the property view, new leads, et cetera. So you can, you can really drill it down depending on the volume of what you have and what you're, just kind of specifically looking at, et cetera. So with this person, Kaushik, right? I know that he wants to buy soon. And so he's looking at this property, right? So you know what's going on with your clients or your leads, or you're like, I don't know this person. And I see that they continue to come here. So you can email, you can call. In this case, I have the core video activated, or I can text, right? This one though, does not have the ability to text or call, because this would mean that I don't have this person's phone number, or maybe if it's a landline, then it means, of course, that I can't text that either. So, but the great thing about this is it does allow us to contact them right away. So when you see somebody that's being active on your site, then you can come in here and be like, hey, I can call, right? And then the system is designed to set up, and this would come out using my call number, right? And so then I can log a call if I've made the call now, right? So I can go ahead and then call here, and then I can say call now, and it's going to call my phone, right? And then for mine, I have it saved that says kvCORE money phone or money call. And then that way I know. Then if they answer, now it's going to keep track if you're using the mobile app to make the call, which of course I like to do, then it's going to call if you have the mobile app sitting there, or if you're using, another type of dialer, whatever it is you're doing, calling from different sources, then it will automatically kind of log it and then say, do you want to schedule another call? Right? But the point of this is what to do on a daily basis. This is a feature and so maybe you already talked to them, right? And you are just in general, you want to be like, oh, I talked to them last night, or I spoke to them last week, what have you, and then you can say that you were contacted, or maybe it didn't work out, so you would just say not home, meaning that maybe it didn't automatically give you this option, so you could just log, especially if you have like an ISA and you want this person to make sure that they log everything if they're calling, like maybe via Google Voice, etc. And then of course there's the bad number. So schedule a call. If I want to, if they said, hey, call me back at 6, like let's just say I'm in the dialer, you would have your you would want to have your Google synced here. So there's a video about that. And then I like to have it synced to my phone because, we call somebody and they say, hey, it's 10 a.m. And they're like, can you call me back tonight at 6? You get off the call and then you can say, okay, I'm going to call today and then I'm going to call at 6 p.m., right? And then that would add it to my calendar if I press schedule, right? And then if I wanted though to repeat the calls. So in general, you can see here now I already have this access. So if you have this now, so I'm on the beta version of using some AI about crafting some messages or things that you want to say if you are needing to have some AI and things like that. So that's why that is in there for the call contact with the call script. So that's kind of fun. But the point is that you want to come in here and really look at your dashboard and see what's going on a daily basis. This is going to make sure that you stay integrated with your clients. You make sure that you stay current with them and, send some new emails, send some videos, and use those features that I've talked about here, right? So if you want to go and look at the ones that are the new leads and you really want to say, I'm going to go with those. So we've got quite a few new leads coming in here that are coming from a property boost, right? And so you want to, be responding to those, right? So you can see all of these things that are great. You're like, I just want to see my new leads right now. So the goal then, of course, is to get them in and be following up with them. So hopefully you have yours connected to a campaign, and there is the kvCORE campaigns, or if you're interested in our campaigns, or you can watch the videos on building your own, or interested in ours, we can talk to you about that, and email hello@kimbarber.com. Again, I'm going to just share some things because this is really relevant to making sure that your campaigns are being kicked off, making sure that you have a follow-up sequence. So if you don't, let's just say that you're new, then you really want to make sure that you go into each contact, set them up, get their profile set up, and things like that. Okay, so this just came in earlier today and 6 hours ago, which means it came in while we're sleeping. And then you can see that we've got some different campaigns that are kicking these things off. All right, so that being said, going back to your dashboard, what are some of the other things that you want to do in the day? Perhaps you want to plan for what are you going to do as your lead generation, right? So let me just go back here to all activities and make sure that it looks here, right? So if you're like, I want to get back to the all activities, or I want to look at like who are the new texts, who are the new emails. Maybe you've got some people that are the hot leads. I don't use the stars, etc. So you can really, if people ask you questions, they have showing requests. So depending on the volume of what you have, you would want to check all of these things. Has anybody made me a showing request? what is all the activity, because you would also see that. So it depends on like the volume of what you have, but find opportunities, go through, and perhaps you want to look at Kelly's, see what she's looking at. You can come into hers and say, okay, she's looked at 7 properties, right? What are those 7 that she's looking at, and dive in deeper. Maybe ask her if there's other ones that she wants to look at. Make sure that she knows how to basically favorite a property, how to reach you, things like that. So again, I'm speaking a little bit in and out of tune because with our campaigns, it tells you what to say and what to do. And so when they go into the campaign, the idea is that it's going to say what to say and what to do, right? This is offering you the opportunity to reach out and say, hey, it looks like you are looking at this listing. Are you interested to go see it, right? Or I think you may like this listing, so you can change it to say, I noticed, that you like this listing. Would you like to make an appointment? Things like that. Or this AI, I'm not going to go into that right now, but this is the idea. Go in, interact, set these up. The other thing is that you want to set these people up so that you can come in and, for example, come into somebody and make sure that they have, so you see I've got some past due tasks, but I've already spoken to him, right? So I can come in here, I can say, we spoke, and he will definitely work with me when the time is right, and so I can trust him because he's a past client from 2005, which in this video is 8 years ago, right? And so I'm going to just say contact, right? And then so when you do this, I'm just going to say that, and it will end up saving itself, and let's see. Yep, and then it goes away and it clears out the tasks, right? So this is the idea, is that we want to come in here and notice then that the tasks are cleared out. Let's just say that I want to send him a quick text and then say, hello, Kaushik. Ready, want to catch up on buying plans. How's your schedule, right? And then you can just go ahead and send the text over here, right? And then now this is coming from my smart number because I don't mind for him to respond. So I want to make sure he can respond here, or he knows my other number, right? And so it's gone, right? So I'm making sure that I'm interacting with him. Notice that I've got a bunch of notes in here. And then for me, in this blue, you can make sure to watch the video about adding notes. But when we talk to people, part of what we want to do on a daily basis is talk to people. And then I like to have my notes here at the top so that I can see them quite quickly. All right. So for this one, it says I sent the text message. If he replies, it'll be in my dashboard. Notice that it says lead requires opt-in. So if you see anything like this, then you want to go in and say subscribe. And so I just peeked around to see my screen a little bit better there. But this is because he was part of an import and they like to just kind of have this blanket thing up there. But unfortunately, I don't believe that you can make this little box go away, even though he is already subscribed. So maybe they'll tell them that as a feature request. But anyway, so you can see in here, like if you come into on the daily basis, and this is a new lead, we have some standards that I recommend that you set up. In our $1 Million Lead Framework, I give a lot more details about that. Make sure that, for example, this says close 2005. If you're working with past clients or people that you want to start categorizing them, then one of the things you want to do on the daily basis is when you have new leads or you have prior ones you haven't cleaned up yet, work on those leads. Get them set up with the proper campaigns. Notice this one is pretty complete with seller valuations and market reports, and they're in campaigns. So that is something that you want to make sure that your leads are organized every single day, right, as part of your normal activity. So when I go into adding the video about, when you go in and watch the video about adding contacts and working through the profiles, this will go more in depth. But to that point, the whole idea is get our leads cleaned up, interact with them, decide if we want to do some lead generation, and then also, perhaps you need to work on your campaigns, or you want to engage further into some of these marketing activities. But to be honest, if you've already got that set up and your leads are coming in, you've just got to work your leads, get them cleaned up, get them organized, right? That's what you need to do. And then go on appointments, go sell homes, take the rest of the day off, whatever it is that you want to do. But that's the most important thing that you want to get done, is work your leads. All right. So hopefully that helps you really kind of see the different ideas of what to do on a daily basis, but then also the projects that you may want to, promote a listing or do a marketing like video that you send out to all of your contacts, right? Or think about like the blog that you want to write. So you want to go in and then maybe organize a couple days a month where you put some blogs together and you schedule those things out. So you just really want to have like, what is your schedule that you are going to do? If you have a new listing that's coming out, are you going to do a property boost? Set that up, right? And then that means you'll have more new leads to work every single day. So if you want to then send out a mass email, right? That would be part of what you want to do in this day. So work your contacts, do things that are creative and adding value every single day. And then once you do those things and you're staying top of mind, then you can go on your appointments and enjoy the rest of your day. So I hope that you have gotten to this part and it sparked some ideas or just confirmed what it is that you've been doing, if it's the right way, right? Because like I said, each of these things compound to having a quality database and making sure that we're converting at a higher level, right? And so, as always, if you have found this helpful, give me the thumbs up. If you also have subscribed, turn on the notifications, because my whole goal is to increase your success with proven systems and strategies. Now, if you have some questions, then I encourage you to write some comments down below. And as well, I do offer a free masterclass that you can join. And so go to my website, look in the links below, and you'll find out like when is the next schedule. Look at the courses that we do offer that are specific to CRM, kvCORE, and other systems that you can find on my website. So again, ambitious agents like yourself, I am glad that you are here and you are learning how to crush it in your business and have more success to build that dream life. See you next time.